2,000 subscribers, I did poll, character design video. That's context. You ever listen to a song so many times you make up characters based off it? No, wait, me too. When I'm designing characters, I typically have 3 big questions I like to figure out before I even start drawing. Let's answer these questions with Ryu, the little freak I'm drawing right now. Question 1. What's her personality? It is so hard to conjure a character out of nothing. If you have no idea what your character acts like, how in the world are you imagining what they look like? And sure, not having a personality can technically be a personality, but if you let all your characters slide by like that, they're all gonna go out wearing t-shirts and sweatpants, and it's gonna be really embarrassing for you because you're going to have a whole island of default me's. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, you don't have to know your character's whole backstory before you know what they look like. For Ryu, I had 3 main points. Point 1, she's shy. Point 2, she's practical. And point 3, she loves cute things. Because she's a bit shy, appearing gruff and edgy helps her keep people at a distance. If you look like you're really serious about what you're doing, nobody will bother you. And what's more practical than a simple turtleneck, jeans, and sneaks? In my mind, she has a second copy of this outfit, so she can wear one while washing the other. She sleeps in the jeans. And I hear you thinking, if she loves cute things, why doesn't she dress cute? To which I will respond with question 2. What's her theme? There's this awful disease that I have when it comes to making any character. It's always gotta be some freaking theme. It's a cheater's way to quickly tie characters together so they feel like they're from the same world. Everybody's part of a set. They can all be lined up in rainbow order. Are you in a band or something? Oh my god. I love to do multiple themes at once for extra effect. In Ryu's case, her themes are the color purple, Gen 1 Pokemon, and subversion of expectations. So she doesn't dress cutely specifically because I, the creator, want you to look at her and think, oh, this is an edgy bitch that punches drywall. When in reality, the only thing she's punching is her time card at the cotton candy factory. Aw, so cute! This could also be seen as a Watsonian versus Doylist thing. The Watsonian explains in-universe reasons. She dresses like this because she wants to be left alone. And the Doylist reason is because I, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, said so. I like to think about what both of those reasons could be regarding each part of the design. If I don't have an answer, I gotta go back to the board, because intention is key. I don't like adding unnecessary detail to my designs if I don't have any reason for it to be there. And finally, question 3. Okay, before I tell you what this one is, I just have to clarify that these are my personal questions, and I am by no stretch of the imagination a professional character designer. This is not my job. I do this for fun and because from a young age I was locked in a room with only a computer and my imagination. Got it? Question 3, what's her shapes? Take me seriously. Her shapes is triangles, her hair, triangles, her torso, triangle upside down, her eyelashes, triangles again. Take a look at her ear. Do you see the coin? Psych, you idiot, it's triangle! There's a few little areas where I snuck in some round shapes, like on her sneakers, which wraps in nicely with a subversion of expectations. I don't really know how else to word this point, but do you know Boba and Kiki? Ryu has the look of a Kiki, but she's really a Boba on the inside. But if she's Boba, then who's... Oh god! Do you remember at the start of this video when I said, you ever listen to a song so much you make up characters based off it? I was being vulnerable when I said that, but I didn't tell you what the song was, because I was a coward. However, sunk cost fallacy, and if you click away now, you lose and I win. The song is Pikagirl by Searle. I have no idea how you say their name. S3RL? Searle? I don't know. Anyway, I have some personal beef with this fucking track. My go-to username used to be pikagirl27. Why 27? It flowed good with the rest of the syllables, duh. Anyway, I would constantly get comments from strangers on the internet about naming myself after some random song that I haven't listened to, and it pissed me off. I thought of combining the two best things together, Pikachu and girl, and I won't share credit with some random Australian musician that I've never even heard of. And now I listen to that song on a CD in my car. I actually like it a lot. It's about a trainer boy falling in love with a pikagirl, and they team up to defeat their opponents in battle. And that's the same general idea I had for these two characters, with the key difference being that it's a trainer girl falling in love with a pikagirl because she is a lesbian, love wins! The true base inspiration for these designs come from my foggy memories of Google image search results for Trainer Red and Human Pikachu Girl. Who doesn't love a return to nostalgia, especially when the nostalgia has been around for longer than you've been alive? I mentioned Generation 1 Pokemon before, but only very briefly because I don't think Ryu's design truly captures the essence of what I'm getting at. Now introducing our very own Pikagirl, Casey. Casey, not Casey. In Pokemon Red and Blue, the battle sprites for the Pokemon were a little bit fucked up, a little off-model. They were changed in the American releases and then changed again in Pokemon Yellow to appear consistent with how the anime and card game depict them. But I love the off-model sprite so badly. Look at Squirtle, he's happy to be alive! Golbat is also so happy to be alive in a different way. Thus, I created Ryu and Casey to live in an alternate universe where the Pokemon designs stayed a little bit fucked up. And look at this original Pikachu sprite, he's so unique, they made a plushie out of him. He doesn't look anything like a modern Pikachu, how incredibly round and precious, like a vintage old grandpa. Okay, I'll talk about Casey's design now. Her themes are the color yellow, Gen 1 Pikachu, and of course, subversion of expectations. She's so cute, isn't she? Casey is insane and would kill somebody if you asked her to. She wouldn't even hesitate. She'd be halfway to the knife before you could clarify that you were just exaggerating for comedic effect. Please come back. No. Her shapes also reflect this. I tried to make everything about her as rounded as possible. Round shoes, round bangs. But if you look closer, her hair ends in spikes. She has spiky ears and tail. And she is literally in the middle of throwing a punch at you, the viewer! Duck! Her outfit is roughly based on a picnicker's outfit, or maybe a zookeeper. It's built for her to run around out in the wilderness and get into mischief. I'd also like to point out how perfectly I translated Pikachu's belly and stripe pattern to her shirt, because I'm really proud of it. And to answer the question, is she actually a human Pikachu? Well anyway, the best part of making Pokemon characters is picking out their team members. For Ryu, her team consists of Dugong, Dratini, and Haunter. She loves Pokemon with big wet eyes, and Haunter is dead, that really pulls at her heartstrings. Casey's team is Rhyhorn, Kadabra, and Houndoom, because she wants to have options for if she's attacking you physically, emotionally, or mentally. My favorite fun fact about these two is that I developed everything else about them before I decided what their names were. In the end, I decided to steal them from their Pokemon teams. So Ryu's name is taken from Dragonair's Japanese name, Hakuryu, and Casey's name is a corruption of Abra's Japanese name, Casey. So if you know anyone named Casey, they're actually an Abra. But as I always say, better to be a Casey than a Boober. Goodbye! And by the way, just to hammer it in, because this video is mainly focusing on the designs themselves and not their backstories, they're gay. This is Yuri. This is gay Pokemon Yuri, homosexual lesbians making out. I got so caught up in the designs, I forgot to mention that they're in Gay Girls Love Love. Goodbye!